I don't know about the rest of Victoria, but Bendigo is in just a little bit of a drought. The other day, a few weeks ago now, we got, as in Victoria, got around 150 to 200 mils in 36 hours. Massive downpour, and there was some flash flooding and all that sort of stuff. But even with that, I don't think it makes up for the deficit in rainfall that we've had. And especially not here in Bendigo, where we only got 45 mils. Because even after all that rain, check this out. It's the start of summer and the pontoon is already high and dry. Or rather, not so much the pontoon, but the floating jetty is already on the mud. And this is the water supply for Bendigo. This is, well, one of the water supplies for Bendigo. And this is something I've been seeing in a lot of the areas where I go prospecting. Like, I'm used to them not having water, but a lot of the sort of the fire dams and little stores of water where there's supposed to be water, it's just not there. And even after the heavy rainfall we've been getting, they're not filling up because it's just not enough water. It's just not getting enough rain. And this feeds back into the work that I was doing on ultra low water use agriculture, specifically integrating aquaculture into other forms of farming, because counterintuitively fish don't actually need a lot of water to farm them, because they don't drink it, they just live in it. So once you get the tanks full, that's it. But we're still in drought. Like 20 years on, we've had a few breaks in it. The heavy rains in 2010, 2011, when we had some major flooding. We've had a few periods where the rainfall's been pretty reasonable and sort of storages have recovered, but still pretty much this dry period we're in, which has been going since about 96, hasn't stopped. But anyway, I'm here to have a swim with the kids because it is hot. So last week I've been thinking about how to close off the year, and particularly how I would thank my Patreon supporters, because far up, you guys have made this year so much better than what it would have been otherwise. I've got so much done that I wouldn't have got done without your support. And it's this situation with the water, it's not going away. And if anything, it's going to get worse. And I'm not talking about climate change or anything, I'm just talking about supply and demand. The world is demanding more food that requires more water to produce, and we just can't produce it with the methods that we're using. It's just not possible. So the kind of work that I was working on is going to be essential. And I've got all that IP there waiting to develop. It just needs the capital. And I reckon this next year coming, we're going to take some massive steps forward to getting that happening, because things are really starting to move with India. It's been very, very slow, treacle-like progress. But we're going to be running at least 2, if not 3 crowdfunding campaigns in the coming year. Little stuff, baby steps, building momentum, stuff, crowdfunding campaigns around products that have their own environmental values, their own social justice values, that will stand on their own merits. But the profits towards them and the community that we will build with those crowdfunding campaigns will go towards building a foundation for the bigger dream and for the bigger vision of solving, well, not solving, but helping make this problem less bad. So I better go catch up with the kids. Thank you again to all my Patreon supporters, and thank you to all my YouTube supporters who have got us to the 1,000 subscriber mark and kicked us over. And Merry Christmas, and we'll see you in 2019.